Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. This video is going to be a before and after using Dr. Dennis Gross products. I haven't done a before and after in quite a while with these skincare trials because I've been testing so many different serums. I've been using the Mad Hippie Vitamin C serum for months now, just to give you an example. But for this trial, I am going to throw myself entirely into the Dr. Dennis Gross brand. I've got a moisturizer, I've got serums, I've got his popular peel, a retinol product. I've got everything I need to only use these products for the next 2 weeks. I'm hoping that I do see some changes in my skin, even though I'm pretty happy with my skin. You can see I'm breaking out, or had to break out actually. I'm a little worried it's going to scar, so I'm hoping that using these types of products will reduce my scars. I've got a little texture going on over here. We're going to see if Dennis Gross can take care of that. I will be back to you in 2 weeks with the full results. I'm back. It's been 2 weeks, and go on my skin. I'm letting my skin speak for itself. So, you know, I just posted my 2 years of doing these trials video. If you missed it, I'll link it. I've done some trials that have gone really well, but this brand actually wins my record of the most game-changing, visibly game-changing results that I've seen. It's important for me to mention that the main criticism that I get, and it is a valid criticism, is that when you see me do these 2-week trials, my face at the end is not necessarily representative of what you might experience. And, you know, of course, that's because it's factoring in everything that I've been doing. This is factoring in the last trial. This is factoring in my core skincare routine. So if you just jump into this, especially using stuff like this extra strength peel that I used, you could have not good results. But for me and where I am and what I've learned, I did get good results, and honestly, I'm pretty shocked. I'm pretty shocked. I didn't know that I could be impressed at this point in the game, quite frankly. I didn't think I could be blown away, but I also didn't think that I could go 2 weeks without a single pimple. I'm the kind of person that a couple years ago it was like, I'd like to have 4 pimples today instead of 8. So we'll start with a quick background on the brand and talk about my results, and then I'll give you guys the product reviews, timestamp in description box if you want to skip this part. So Dr. Dennis Gross is a dermatologist based out of New York City, and his claim with his brand is maximum results without side effects. Basically, he gives you a lot of products that have really, really intense results, and it's hard to argue with that from my own results. But it's also hard for me to say, yeah, this is going to have no side effects. No, I don't know if I believe that. Now, did I? No, but I don't have sensitive skin. I try to make that clear. I do have some concerns with some of these, and I think some of these products are very strong, potentially too strong, so approach them with caution, especially if you have sensitive skin. To give you some further context, I've had these sitting around for kind of a while, to the point where I was like, okay, we need to do this trial to make sure the effectiveness of these products is still there. Well, it was. A couple of you had asked me a while ago to do this, so I collected some Sephora samples so I could try this brand. But I was hesitant. I was hesitant because I saw that there is denatured alcohol in the peel, as in fact the second ingredient. I was hesitant because I saw urea. I have complicated feelings on that. Form your own opinion. Some people like that ingredient. I was just overall very hesitant. I was like, what if this brand messes up my face? I didn't think this was going to be the best skin that I've ever seen in any trial. I did not think that. And you know, Beautypedia gave this brand a pretty low rating. A pretty low rating, of course, because they don't, you already know. But I tried the products, and I can't give them a low rating. I can't. There is no possible way that I can sit here, look in the mirror at myself, and say, yeah, I don't recommend these products. Anyway, you're interested in the reviews. Let's get into them. From my favorite to my least favorite, I gotta start with the peel. You know how sometimes you try a product and you're like, did that actually do anything? I'm really not sure. I'm not sure I see anything from that. That is not what happened to me with this. With this, the first time I used this, I looked in my skin, I looked in the mirror at my skin, and I was pretty blown away. It still looked glowing 24 hours later. I was like, what did you put in this? Dr. Dennis Gross, are you sure you're not hiding magic somewhere in this ingredients list? But it is tricky because this product does contain denatured alcohol. Now, Here's the thing with denatured alcohol. You can never make a video expressing your opinion, whether you're pro it being in your skincare products or against it, and have the entirety of the skincare community agree with you. People have very, very strong opinions on how they feel about denatured alcohol. I've used it and had it go horribly wrong, and I've also used it and had it go tremendously well. So I guess with that, you've got to form your own opinion. You really do. You've got to look at all the research, not just one paper ever. I try to emphasize that a lot. Never look at just one research study. It could be biased in many different ways. So anyway, we're going to overlook that and just kind of talk about the rest of this. This is the most effective peel that I've ever used, but when you look at the ingredients, it's kind of like, well, of course it is. Not only does this have glycolic acid, but it also has BHAs in it, it has salicylic, so it's going to fight acne more effectively. And this is a fast peel too. It's a fast 2-step peel. You put it on, you put step 1 on, leave it on for 2 minutes, and then you follow with the step 2, which of course is the neutralizer. This is not an uncommon system. I've used a lot of products like that. However, way to slide some ingredients into step 2. See, I thought step 2 was just going to be baking soda, which kind of irritates me. I kind of always feel like you just really need water to neutralize it. No, he's like, I'm going to put retinol in there. Retinol and vitamin C, in fact. It's just kind of like, here's absolutely everything in one peel. Here you go. It's everything. So of course I have clear skin. Of course I do. I have been using incredibly intense products for 2 weeks where the man has crammed everything in. Am I yelling? I think I might be yelling. I'm just shocked. This is a fantastic product, but again, you know, glycolic and retinol that close to each other, a lot of people would say, oh, you can't do that because of the pH. That research is a bit flawed too. I don't know. My concern with using retinol and glycolic together would be sensitivity. That's my main concern. I'm not as worried about the pH. I don't see the reason to worry about pH with retinol in particular. All I can really tell you in the end with this is that I used 3 of these. I want to buy more. This, ooh, my Sephora VIB sale haul this year. Ooh, I need this. I need the Amore Pacific peel. Wow, this was good. It gets my top recommendation just because I love the way it's formulated. I don't know what to tell you about the alcohol, but wow, did I see results. I'm kind of surprising myself in my number 2 pick from this brand, but I'm gonna go with this. This is the Clinical IPL Dark Spot Correcting Serum. Retails for $92 for an ounce. Yo, I scoffed at the name of this. Right, Dr. Gross. Intense, pulsed light in a bottle, come on. But how much can I really scoff? I mean, obviously it's not a laser treatment, but it's got an awfully good formula. You know, he does a lot of this clinical grade thing, which I don't know, but it sure does have everything but the kitchen sink for effective ingredients that would target dark spots. So it's mostly ascorbic acid, which is that gold standard of vitamin C. Then it's got lactic acid, it's got mandelic acid, it's got glycolic acid. And if you know skincare, then you know, like, wow, that's kind of absolutely everything that would target dark spots. So it's a great formula. He says with this that you can use it AM and PM. Please use sunscreen if you are going to use any of his products. Please have a really good sunscreen at the very least. Personally, I only use this at night. 10% ascorbic acid. At that rate, you're going to absorb basically 10% of it. It does make it a little less stable, so I appreciate that it's in a brown bottle. What else did I want to say with this? Oh yeah, it has kojic acid in it as well as another hydroquinone alternative, so that's going to lighten your skin as well. This is definitely something where you want to apply it only where you have spots or scars. You don't want to be too, spreading this all over your face. So I think that in that respect, I don't mind the price tag of this. I think that, for an ounce, if you're applying it just in targeted areas, I think it's going to go a long way. So then I have the C+ Collagen Brighten and Firm Vitamin C Serum. This retails for $78 for an ounce. By the time I got to this ingredients list the other day, I actually was laughing. If you had a camera in my house looking at you, Google, you would have seen me laughing. I was interested in this product because I wanted to try that 3-0C form of vitamin C. That's 3-0-ethyl ascorbic acid. It's supposed to be a better option for encouraging collagen production. But I think it's so funny because when I started reading the ingredients, I'm like, that's not all this is. But by now we've discussed the ingredients enough that you should know, of course that's not all it is. We're talking about Dr. Dennis Gross here. So it's got lactic acid in here. That's going to be your chemical exfoliant, kind of similar to Sunday Riley's Good Genes. And then also ascorbic acid, and then also tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate. Is this a game to you, Dr. Dennis Gross? Is this a game? Is this funny? Do you like putting 3 different forms of vitamin C into your vitamin C serum just so you can say, yep, I've got 3. How many do you have to other skincare brands? Oh, and also turmeric. You know how I feel about that by now. This went so well for me. It went so well. 2 weeks later, 2 weeks after daily morning use with this product, I honestly feel like, I hate to use the word younger because that can kind of be tricky, but you know how, oh, this is going to sound creepy no matter how I say it. I'm just going to say it. Y'all can judge me. So as you approach the age of 30, you kind of start noticing other people's skin, especially younger people's skin, and you'll find yourself, maybe this is just me, so let me just say that. I have found myself talking to, people who are 20, 21, and looking at their skin and going, how does it glow so much? That's only moderately creepy, right? I hope. I don't know. But it really does glow in a way that 30-year-old skin, 30-year-old skin isn't old, obviously, but it doesn't glow quite to the level of somebody that's 20. I swear I look in the mirror now and I'm like, ooh, we pulled the Sanderson sisters here. Okay, stop it. C Plus Collagen Deep Cream. This retails for $72 for 1.7 ounces. This is a really nice moisturizer in my opinion. It does smell strongly of oranges. It's actually very similar to Sunday Riley's CEO moisturizer in that aspect, but I like this one more. So we've got an anti-inflammatory oil in here, 3-O-ethyl vitamin C, peptides, hydrolyzed collagen. My only concern with this product, even though I did like it, I do like its texture, I do like its results. I think it combines very nicely with the serum, but he did a real It Cosmetics skincare thing with this and put a small herb garden into it. I'm holding it upside down. Why am I doing that? Yeah, that always makes me feel mixed because even if, you've got all these really strong active ingredients, I feel like people kind of know how they respond to those. When you start putting in 100 different herbs, it becomes, well, what if you have a sensitivity to one of those, then the whole product's out. But then I got to retract my own statement because I thought I have a bergamot allergy or irritation from it at the very least. I was able to use this for 2 weeks, so now I don't know. Now I'm back to, I have no idea what irritated my skin in the past. And I feel like that's kind of why plant ingredients can be tricky. I feel like sometimes you can use them without a problem and then other times not so much. It probably has everything to do with concentration, but then that's how you get a false sense of confidence. So I liked it, but I would recommend that you take a look at the ingredients list first and make sure you're comfortable with all of the plant-based ingredients in there. I'm a fan of plant-based ingredients, but I do think that I think you can see allergic reactions when you start mixing that much together. I'm going to talk about the eye cream next. This is the Hyaluronic Marine Do It Right Eye Gel. It retails for $48 for 0.5 ounces. It's actually not my personal favorite, but I still like this, and I want to speak fairly highly of it because this is a really nice, lightweight eye cream. I just talked about sensitivities with eye creams in my last video. I think that it's very important to find the right eye cream for you, especially if you do have sensitive under eyes, and this is a really great option, especially if you're looking for a light eye cream. Definitely something that plays very well with makeup. It's just not heavy at all. The only thing that I would say with this is hyaluronic acid is very high in the ingredients list. Remember that if you're in a dry climate, you may need to figure out some kind of way to work around that, whether that's incorporating a facial mist, a second moisturizer. You may need to work with that because I did notice in the reviews some people were like, whoa, this is so drying. It wasn't drying at all on me, but I do live in a humid climate. I gotta admit, even our winters are humid. Oh, our humidity is 90%. All right, now I've got the retinol products as my last 2 products. Not to say that I dislike this one because I actually like it, but ferulic and retinol brightening solution. This is $88 for an ounce. It's going to be your retinol serum. He threw BHA in here, which I think was interesting, and certainly if you're using retinol for its anti-acne purposes, you're going to think, whoa, this one is a really effective formula for fighting acne. And again, didn't have a pimple for 2 weeks. But it is really, really brave to go ahead and throw glycolic and mandelic acid in here, throw some AHAs in. You got AHAs, BHAs, and retinol all in one product? Shocking, shocking. A lot of people think, oh, that's going to cancel everything out. Yeah, So I don't know. It went well for me. Again, I stayed really, really clear. I stayed really smooth. The last product, and this is the only one that I really wouldn't repurchase. I could see myself purchasing everything else up until this point. This is the Ferulic and Retinol Wrinkle Recovery Peel. This is $88 for 16 of these peels, and that's actually a huge reason why I wouldn't repurchase this, is that that's expensive. So I kind of have a couple problems with this, even though, I mean, I think it worked. Don't get me wrong, I think I saw results from it, but if you want to incorporate retinol, there's a ton of retinol serums that'll last you for, at least 2 months for $90. Why would you spend $88 for just over 2 weeks? And then beyond that, this has witch hazel as I think the second or the third ingredient. So I'm just kind of like, what are you trying to accomplish with this product? I mean, why would you need a retinol peel anyway? That, like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I was looking at the reviews, and I saw some people saying that they use this in conjunction with the retinol serum. And I'm just kind of like, why? Like at that point, just go to a derm and get I mean, like, if you want a more intense retinol, don't layer retinol after retinol, just get a more intense form, right? Doesn't that make sense? And of course, this whole all my videos are my opinion, my own experience, so let me know if this went better for anybody else. But overall, I'm left very impressed with the brand. I really am. I really am. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.